make a quick video. I've seen on YouTube a few times where people will replace the horn on their BMW GS. This is a 1250 from 2020 with a horn off of a car 5 Series. So I purchased the horn, and this is going to kind of be like an unboxing comparison kind of video. I haven't even unboxed it. I bought it off eBay. I bought is it Clarton, I think is what it is what the real supposed BMW OEM is supposed to be. So that's what I purchased. I did not purchase the Vemo or whatever the other one that people say you can buy off Amazon. Got it for about 25 bucks. So with shipping it was 35. I got it in about a week. So I'm gonna blow the horn so you can hear the stock horn. And this is like from the seating position on the motorcycle. So I'm just right behind the handlebars. Obviously it has to be turned on. Let's do that. That sounds pretty loud in here. So we'll unbox this thing. We'll see how easy or hard it is to install, and we'll do an after. Okay, so the very first thing I did is unboxed it from the outer box. Everything was protected, receipt, and this was the first thing that greeted me, which I was happy about, a BMW, OEM label, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. Or it looks like a BMW OEM logo anyway, I don't see, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, on the story. So it looked very official, and then I was like, whoa, wait a second, that isn't the part number that everybody talks about online. So, but the receipt did show the number that everybody talks about online. So I did some quick internet searching before I started on this thing, and I was able to find this part number corroborated that these two do in fact cross to each other in a couple of spots. So I guess we're good. So box looks like I said, looked like a BMW OEM part, and the horn looks like what you envision and what most of the photos that I've seen online look like. So what I'm gonna do here is, this nut is a 13, and from what I can gather online looking, I think you can reuse the existing mount. So this is what the horn looks like, and then there is the OEM horn. So looks to be pretty straightforward. I will try to video this and get the video. I'm gonna remove the old horn first. Let me get some light so that you guys and ladies might be able to see a little bit better. Okay, so let's see. So you can see the back side. Whoop, no, you can't see anything the way I'm trying to do this. Getting a lot of shadows. All right, there we go. So it looks like we got a 13 nut here. So let's see if we can't. Oh, there we go. I got the light up in there. See, all right, that's the wrong direction. So having one of these with a little ratchet on the end of it really fits up in there. I haven't removed any panels. I'm just taking the nut off. So excuse me, I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand and do this with the other because I'm not a professional YouTuber for sure. All right, cool. Comes right down. Regular push button switch. It should just come right off. Of course, I can't do it one-handed. All right, I'll come back once I've got this removed and the new one plugged in. Okay, so all I did here was it had these two little brackets here and a nut on it. So I just took the nut and washer off of the new horn and just removed it. I'm just gonna reinstall it on the existing bracket. So the old horn, here it is, I've already removed it. These two plugs, the way it plugs up to the bike, do look like real factory OEM. Should be plug for plug. So I think what we're gonna do here is plug into the plug first. I got my light moved a little bit. And then mount to our tab, because I won't be able to plug it once I do that. And I guess I'll rotate it and try to figure out where the best section is at. Should be pretty straightforward. I'll come back once I've got it mounted. Okay, so I'm kind of working my way through here, and you can see it fits onto the OEM bracket. But the problem is it kind of hits, see if I can get a picture here. You really can't see it well, but there you go. You can kind of see it hits the plastic of the beak, and this wire is up to your ambient air sensor. So, and of course this thing is keyed into the plastic up there under that screw, but the other side should not be that way. So I'm kind of thinking if I take the panels off the side and back that screw out, maybe I can mount the plate to the outside, which might give me just the last bit of clearance. So the horn, of course, from the top you can't see it, but it kind of faces forward. I'm gonna try taking these panels off here, and then I'm gonna try putting that mount on the, move it over just a few, which that thickness of that mount is just a few millimeters. That should get me a little closer to the wall and give me just a little bit more of the clearance. And then I might be able to rotate, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so after much effort, I put the bracket under the bolt head. You can't see. Okay, so after much movement and moving this thing around, what I ended up doing, let me see if I can get a shot of it, it's kind of hard, there we go. So the bracket was originally, there's a bolt, and then there's that black bracket up top that's keyed with the keeper nut on the back side. And generally, the mount, the thin mount, is on the side of the keeper nut. So I put it under the head of the bolt, I put the keeper nut on the back side, and put the horn on this side, which did get it off of my fender over here, which is where I was really worried about it. Let's see if you can see if I can check that gap. Okay, you can see now there is a gap in there between the fender. There you go, you can see a shadow now. So you can see there is a gap now between the back of the horn. Now, it does come awfully close here against the side, but that's a non-moving, non-wire part. So I figure if that hits that side, there we go, the vibration, it can hit. But by the time you're doing that, you're probably not able to hear that. I've got this tilted slightly down, so you would think it won't make noise in the air, and it should let water run out of it. If it happens to get any water or mud in it, it should run right back out, you would think. So, time to button this back up. One thing, when I was taking this side panel off, you'll take all the screws out and then you can't really get it out. There's a piece right here that is centered up under this side piece like that. And it's very similar to your top piece. You just pull it straight out. It just pulls out and it pushes back on. So when you're pulling the piece off the top up here, just remember this little bracket right here. Just pull straight, just grab both sides and just pull back gently and that will release. But that little spot keeps it tight. All right, I'm gonna button this back up, put the screws back in it. I guess I should try the horn first. Let's try that. Okie dokie. So new horn installed. Let's see how it sounds now. Whoa, that seems noticeably louder. That's just a short burst. That ain't even tooting it. So, all right. Well, we know it works. Let's button it up. You can see there's no fault codes, no nothing. So I'm gonna button this up and then I'll come up with some comments. Okay, just got finished with the install. Wasn't quite as smooth as what I thought it would be. I didn't like the way it hit, so I had to modify and kind of do the adjustments that I showed you. I just took it for a test ride up and down the street to the grocery store and back. 50 miles an hour was my top speed. Didn't have any extra noise that wasn't there, so I feel like the horn doesn't create any kind of turbulence, being that the outlet is facing forward. Didn't hear any of that. Horn's certainly loud, that's for certain. Kind of surprised it's on the right side of the bike. Seemed like it would be on the left, but maybe they figure in the left lane passing people, throwing out peace signs like, yo, what's up? I don't know. Anyway, horn's certainly loud. We'll see if it gets people's attention. That's the main thing. So, thanks very much for watching.